Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I will show you one of the key concepts in analytics, and that is delta. If you work as an analyst, then you must know what is delta and how to calculate it. And in this video I will show you how to do it. So let's get started.
And here we are in our test file where I will explain you what delta is and show you how to create the above visual. To do this, we will need to create a couple of simple measures such as this year revenue and previous year revenue. So let's start with revenue for this year. Let's head over to our measures table, right click, new measure, and let's create revenue for this year. This year revenue equal to, let's use calculate. As expression we will use total revenue measure that I have created, so it is a simple measure, just sum of revenue column, comma, and filter will be, let's use year DAX and our date column from calendar table, close parentheses, and equal to year of today, which will provide us year of today's date. Enter and close parentheses. So here we have calculate total revenue where year is equal to year as of today, and that is 2024. Press enter. Second measure is previous year, and to calculate previous year revenue we will use identical measure. Let's first name it previous year revenue equal to calculate total revenue, and as a filter we want to extract year from our calendar table, date column, and year should be equal to year of today's date minus 1, and that's it. So this way we are calculating revenue where a revenue year is equal to year as of today's date minus 1. So in our case that is 2024 minus 1, which is 2023, and for the next year it will be 2025 minus 1, and we will get 2024 as a previous year. Press enter. And now let's calculate the famous delta.
Before we continue, let me quickly explain what delta is. Delta refers to change or difference between two values over a period of time, or just a difference between two values, and in our case it will be current year revenue and second data point will be previous year revenue.
To calculate delta we will use following function. Right click on measures table, measure, and let's name it delta revenue equal to revenue for this year minus previous year revenue. Enter. Simple as that. Now we have our delta value. Next thing what we can do is to calculate delta revenue percentage. This is very useful for comparing growth rates or trends, and formula goes like this. Measures table, new measure, delta revenue, and set it as percentage equal to, let's use divide. Numerator will be delta revenue, denominator will be previous year revenue, and as alternative result we want to get 0, close parentheses, and press enter. Now let's change format for this measure to percentage, and let's check it if it works. Okay, it works, 22%. And now let's create visual above. First thing that we are going to do is to add new card visual. This one here. In data field, add this year revenue. Okay, value is a little bit strange, so we will have to format it a little bit. Select this year revenue measure, change it to currency, and set it to 2 decimals. Okay, next step is to format this visualization and to add some additional fields. So select visual, go to format pane, select reference label, and add in a label field previous year revenue. And here we have previous year revenue, number strange again, so format it, change it to currency and set it to 2 decimals. Now let's format these two values as we did above. So the reference labels, select this year revenue, scroll down, find value, expand value, and color blue, make it bold, and scroll up, close reference labels, select callout values, and change color to blue. Okay, and now both values are blue as visualization above. Now next step is to add a delta revenue. Go back to reference labels, callout values, open reference labels, and in apply settings 2, go to add label, add here delta revenue. And again we will need to format this value delta revenue, set it to currency with 2 decimal places. Now format delta revenue like I did. We will have to create a new measure for displaying triangle up for positive deltas and triangle down for negative deltas. And I have that DAX measure saved on my GitHub page, so we can copy and paste it. I will leave a link in the description. And here is the code. Let's go to my GitHub page. This is the name of the folder, delta, scroll down, and here it is, delta previous year. Select this, Ctrl+C, go to measures table, new measure. And let me explain this code before I close it. So we have 3 variables. First variable will create arrow up using UNICHAR DAX function, and as an input, here we have number that I took from one website that I will also share in description, that contains a lot of codes for different symbols and signs and letters. So this is the code for arrow up. Second variable, arrow down. This is the code for arrow down. Third variable is delta revenue that we have created. And finally, the if statement checks whether the delta is greater than 0 to display an arrow up, or if it is less than 0 to display arrow down. We also use format function to show the values in a currency format. And I mean, you can change this format as you wish. Now press enter, and let's replace delta revenue right here with the new measure we have created. Find it, previous year, let's add it here and move this delta. And next thing that we're going to do is we will format this new measure. So scroll down, go to select label, select delta previous year, scroll down, go to value. Now under color we have conditional formatting. Let's change format style to rules. What field should we base this on? We will add here delta revenue, and if value is bigger than 0, less than maximum, value will be green. Add a new rule, if value is bigger than minimum and less than 0, value will be red. Click on OK, and you see how delta value is green now because it is a positive value. Now let's add a delta percentage like we have it here. Let's go back to reference labels. Under select label, select delta previous year and scroll down. Find detail, turn on detail, expand it, and in data field, let's add delta revenue measure percentage that we have created. Here it is, delta revenue percentage, and here it is, percentage has been added. And now let's format font and background for delta percentage. Go back to detail, go to font color, conditional formatting, set it to rules, set this to delta revenue, and let's apply same rule. If it's bigger than 0, less than maximum, then it is green. New rule, if it's bigger than minimum, less than 0, then red. Select OK. Value is green. Let's make it bold, and let's also change background color for this value. Go here to color, select conditional formatting, change it to rules, same delta revenue, and if value is higher than 0, less than maximum, then light green. Let's add a new rule. If it's bigger than minimum, less than 0, then light red. Select OK, and that's it. Now we have identical values as in visualization above. Just let me change the name for this measure, previous year revenue, to match above chart. Okay. Now next step is to add gradient shadow line chart. If you want the gradient shadow line chart I used, check out my video how to create one. I will leave a link in the description. For now, I will add it quickly to save time. Now, go to Format pane, select Images, turn on Image, and image type change to image URL. And under image URL, select Conditional Formatting, leave field value. What field should be based on this? We will add a measure that I have, and that is Revenue Line Chart. So I will leave link into description how to create this line chart. Select OK, and now we do not see any line chart here, and that is because we need to make some more additional steps. Let's go again to image option, scroll down, position, set it to right of the text, and change size. This is the most important part. Change it to, let's say, 400 pixels or any other size, depending from size of your card visual. Now let's add accent bar like we have it here. Close image option, go to cards, scroll down, you have accent bar option, turn it on, set it to left, change color to blue, or we can also apply conditional formatting. So if delta is positive, then line will be green. If delta is negative, line will be red. So let's apply that rule. Let's change this to rule delta revenue. If it's bigger than 0, less than maximum, we want green bar. Let's add a new rule. If it's bigger than minimum, less than 0, we want to see a red bar. Okay, and let's change width to 7. Okay, 8 is fine. Let's expand this a little bit. Now let's format borders. To format borders, first we will need to turn off borders for cards. Now select visual, select cards in format pane, and turn off border. Now we do not have border for cards, but we will add border for visualization. Go to size and style, find visual border, turn it on, set it to light gray, rounded corners to, let's say, 8, and width set it to 2. And here it is. Now let's add some shadow, turn on shadow, expand it, offset, leave outside, position, set it to center. And here it is identical as in visualization above. Now the final step, how to remove this line here, so-called divider. Select visual, go to reference labels, select series and change this to all. Scroll down, find divider and turn it off. And that's it. We have just built a professional and visually stunning Power BI visualization that includes delta calculations, conditional formatting, percentage deltas, and also some design elements like borders, shadows, and accent bars.
Hey, let me know in the comments what you think about this video. If this video helped you just a little bit and you learned something new, please give me a like. It's a free and it means a lot to me. Thank you very much and see you in one of my next videos. Bye.